Hello, good morning. Let's talk about the good girl conditioning. So I am someone, for those who do not know, with ADHD. Do you know they ever figured that out as a girl? As a girl, I was actually hugely adjusting. I was messy. My dad would call me chaotica d'amour, which means chaos in love. In Dutch, right? Chaotica d'amour. Anyway, so I had all of these names, and my brother, who's a boy, would just, I don't know, he would have the same he would definitely have the same, but he would write things on things. He would he would have the hot coffee of my mom as a child, and he would have a face where he would just turn that. Like, do you think I would do that? Also as a little girl already? Of course not. What I would do is listen. What I would do is behave. What I would be is the good girl. I was a very good girl. And in my mind and in my being, I was clearly a soul with a lot of expansion, with a lot of desire, but I was so focused on the outside expectation that I would mold myself at a very, very young age into this girl that was just good. I would be a good girl. And it is interesting to me that many, many boys do not have this. Many, many men do not have this. However, women, whether you have ADHD or not, have the tendency to do that, to basically shrink themselves, to shrink who you are destined to be into this mold of what society expects. And they do it at a very, very young age. So why is this important? Because when we talk soul purpose, when we talk about the unlocking of your gifts, the expression of your gifts, this thing is keeping you from it. Because the truth is, in order to step into that, you need to be wildly courageous. You need to be willing to draw, as we would say in Dutch, outside of the lines, not inside of it. Because the truth is, your soul purpose is not inside of the lines. So if you're drawing inside of the lines, that's a very human conditioning. And so the expectation when you want to step into your soul purpose is to actually allow yourself to do that quite opposite, which is not conditioned. We are not conditioned as girls, as women, most of us, to do that. Most of us are conditioned to stay and do exactly that. And so in order for you to break free, to liberate yourself, it's important to see, where am I still actually putting myself into this mold? Thinking if I do the right thing, if I'm nice, if I'm kind, if I take care of people, if I'm doing all the things, then I will be happy. Because the truth is, you will be feeling that exhilaration. Yesterday, I was recording an interview and I was giving this channeled message to one of my dear friends, and she will be featured next week as well. And she started to cry, and she wasn't the first one who started to cry after the channeled message, because it's like, when you allow yourself to receive who you truly are, and you explode and you shatter the conditioning, basically, what starts to happen is that's where you feel, this is the power of who I am. This is who I am. But when you're still, whether it's aware or unaware, in that conditioning, and you're not allowing yourself to be fully unleashed, to be fully unlocked, that's not where you find that what you're seeking, that what you truly desire. That's where you continue to live a very regular human life. And I know you're not born for that. You're born to have this incredible life, and to turn from that ordinary person into that superwoman, which you really are. Because you have superpowers. But you cannot be superwoman with superpowers if you're not willing to allow yourself to go beyond. This is also why we love artists, why we love to watch rock stars, because they're willing to do what no one else does. They're willing to express themselves fully beyond what is comfortable, beyond what is normal. Good morning, everyone. If you're on, if you're new, if you already know me, share some hearts so I know you're there. Anyway, let's see what they have on this glorious morning for you. We are delighted to come and to really invite you in. Invite you in. Not just into this new portal that is opening, but actually into the power which is you. Because inside of you is this strong magnetic pull. It is calling you into your divine power. It is calling you into your soul purpose. Now, it is not just a calling. It is actually an activation when you're listening. But when you're not listening, so you're hearing the calling, but you're not aligning your actions through who you are on a daily basis with the calling, what you feel is greater dissonance, not resonance. When you start to listen, what you start to feel is resonance. But when you're not listening, the gap, the dissonance becomes more and more and more. And you will feel the unfulfillment. You will start to focus on the human lack and what is not there. You will start to focus on the harmonizing and the taking care of other people, but you will not start to focus on the power that is right there, right at the core of who you are. It's here to be unlocked. But if you're not allowing yourself to listen in your daily life, to jump, to step in, to move with the speed of lightning, because the truth is, soul is fast moving energy. Soul is not thinking about it, thinking about it, that is not what soul is. Soul is, I know, and then the human aligns. That is soul embodiment. Soul embodiment is not, I know, and I'm not listening because it's uncomfortable. Or I'm not listening because I'm scared. Or I'm not listening because I'm not 100% sure. This is not soul. Soul is, I know, and then I listen. Embodiment is actually taking the embodied steps into the next. And so it is. So if you are desperate to bridge the gap, to no longer feel the dissonance within yourself, because you can hear the calling, you can feel the strong magnetic pull, and you're just not listening because it is uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable to listen because you've never done it before. So your entire nervous system and your mind is going like, go back to square one, go back to safety. But the truth is, if you want to unlock soul embodiment, soul purpose, through activating your gifts, the only way is to listen before you are ready. So if today you see yourself not stepping in, not listening to the calling, not prioritizing, not doing that what you know to be true, you're blocking it. And I like to invite you in. Where are you in this good girl syndrome? Where are you not allowing yourself to literally unleash yourself, to go beyond and above this coloring between the lines? No more. It's time to start coloring outside, because the truth is, this drawing is just very small. It's your human place. Yeah. You're focused on this human thing, but you're not seeing everything around you, what is in fact there. And I'm inviting you in to look at everything that is around you and to stop looking at that, what you have in front of you, because that's not where it is. Now, if you are excited to step into this massive immersion, 10 teachers, global immersion, quantum activation around your soul purpose. Receive the activations, receive the deep dives, like be like activated, and then not just activated, but actually moving into the next. Then we're going to start on Sunday. Yeah? So I will drop the link in here. You can also check my stories. And you can also check your email. Come play. Come allow yourself in this like adventure, because it's very powerful. Like I am interviewing them and it's very powerful. Come play and I will see you there. Now, for my beautiful clients, I will see you today in the Q&A. I cannot wait. And I'm looking forward to seeing you today. And for the rest, I will see you tomorrow or inside of Soul Purpose. Mwah. Bye, loves. Bye.